Hello, I'm Mr. Polk and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'd like to show you the different doneness levels of steak and meat so that you understand when you cook it, how to cook it to order, to cook it to what people like, and what it should really look like. I have the main examples here where I have rare, which is a cool red center. I have medium rare, which is a warm red center. And then I have your medium, which is kind of like your standard in the middle. That's going to be a warm pink center. And then I have your medium well, which is slightly pink, and your well, which is no pink. And one thing that people like to do when they're trying to figure out what this is like is when I start to get into it, you'll see the textures of the meat. Is a lot of times we tell people to take their hands and put, if you just touch this area in here, the meaty section, that's like raw meat. When you put your thumb and your first finger together, press on it, that's going to be what rare would feel like. And then medium rare, medium, medium well. And the reason is as you cook the meat, as the proteins begin to coagulate, what's going to happen is the meat's going to firm up. So when you are cooking meat, you can kind of press at it, and as you cook it enough, you start to tell. So let's see how I did here. It's tough to prepare all these at once. But let's take a look at this guy. So we're going to cut into it. And this is what I'm hoping to be a rare guy. And you're going to see that it's very red on the inside. It's very juicy. Now this steak has rested for a while, so not as much juice is going to come out. But you can see that you have just that upper edge of steak that's cooked well, and then the rest of it is the rare in the center. A good rule of thumb temperature-wise is anything around 115. Some people like it a little lower. Some people like the rares where they just throw it on and get it on the outside. But that's definitely a rare. The next one, and that would be a red center, okay, but it would be cooler, around 115. Now let's take a look at something that is more of a medium rare. And here you can see a little difference in the other one. It's still red. It has the same amount, we call this the box on it, but this would be served about 125 degrees, which would make it a warm red center versus the 110, 115 cool red center. As we move on to the medium, which is what a lot of people prefer, the medium in comparison is going to have a pink center and it's going to be warm. And you can see that here. Let me pull this one up. You can see that it has the nice pink center in there. And this steak has rested, but you can see it has the pink center and it also, it's warm. Okay? Now when you get into the midwell, this is where the midwell is a funny one because some people order medium well and they would prefer it to be well. They really don't want pink. They just say that. Other people will get it and expect it to be fairly pink. If you take a look at this, you're going to see that it's slightly pink. This is probably just a little bit more towards the medium side than the well side on it. But what you can tell the differences, and what I really like to start seeing on medium well, is that when you look at the medium, it's pink, but it's still like the blood still comes out a little bit. The proteins haven't really tightened up. When you look at a medium well, this thing's only a couple more degrees from really switching over. You see how when we look at the firmness, what I like to do is kind of hold the steaks out. You know, you get more of a flop, so to speak, on this one than you are in this one. This one really does start to firm up. And depending on where you cut in it, you're going to see the slightly pink. And then the last one is the well, where you're looking at little to no pink. And here's where you can see this well has just a slightest bit of pink when I first cut it, but it's definitely going to be well compared to the rest. And a lot of these are designed, you know, your rest, they do a little carryover. But again, as you go through it, what I'd like you to see is that we take it from the rarest, where you can see the cool red center, and then we take it into a medium rare, to a medium well, and then finally we finish with the well. So now you can see the different doneness of steaks. You know what to order. You know when you're looking for the cool red versus the warm red, the warm pink, the slight pink with it, stiffer coagulated, and then slightly to no pink. Okay, so thank you again for cooking with me today, and I can't wait to cook with you real soon right here in Mr. Polk's kitchen.